Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Before that, even people were breathing, they were living, but they were as good as dead because they didn't have any enthusiasm in their life. They didn't have any enthusiasm in their life. And I have heard one lecture of Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj, and Maharaj was very beautifully explaining that the life of Lord Ramachandra is the life of an ideal person, the ideal king. He's a Maryada Purushottama. And because of that, for devotees, because most important quality which a devotee should have is to be a gentleman, to be an ideal person. Human life is a very special life. And the human life becomes special when you follow the principles and teachings given by the Supreme Lord. And then it is easy to follow when you have a Guru or a Vaishnava who is teaching you how to do it. Who is teaching you how to do it. And Lord Ramachandra's life is full of that, to teach his citizens. Lord Ramachandra lived his life to set that ideals for the humanity at large and to teach his citizens. Because in one way, every individual role which a human has, specifically a man has in his life, is played by Lord Rama in his pastimes. He is an ideal son, he's an ideal brother, he's an ideal king, he's an ideal husband. An ideal father. An ideal father. And all his family, his devotees, his friends, Lord Rama's interactions with them is actually full of emotions and love, selflessness. And that is the real meaning of Diwali, is Lord Rama being in our life, his teachings being in our life, is making our life bright and full of light. One way the whole Ayodhya was lit up with the lamps. Isn't it true? This is Diwali. In fact, many places in the month of Kartik only they begin this. In some places after Ravana is killed, after Dashera only they start putting lamp till Diwali. Because Ravana is killed and they're waiting for Lord Rama to come now, back to Ayodhya. So like that. But there are so many nice teachings. So we learn that when Lord Ramachandra was, I'll go briefly, when Lord Ramachandra was actually, he was discussing with Mother Sita, and that was the early morning that he was going to become the king. The Rajya Abhishek was to be performed for Lord Rama. And then he gets a message that Dasharath Maharaj wants to meet him urgently. So he immediately goes to meet his father, King Dasharath. So when he reaches there, he sees that the situation is not very auspicious. He sees the bad omen. And then he sees his stress. So he asks her, what happened? He asks the father what happened. And the conversation goes on. And in between, Dasharath Maharaj actually tells Lord Rama that, please, you become the king. And Lord Rama said that, by your order, I am following in the process to become the king. But still he inquires, what is the reason of yours being like this in distress, my dear father? And then he requests the mother. That, please tell me, why my father, the great King Dasharath, is in this situation today? So then Kaikeyi tells him that, okay, Rama, I will tell you. I will tell you the reason your father is in this situation. But will you be able to fulfill the words given by your father? Then I will tell you. And the Ramayana explains before that Lord Ramachandra loved Mother Kaikai more than his own mother Sumitra. And even Sumitra, more than his mother Sumitra, and even Kaikai actually used to love Lord Ramachandra more than Bharat. That was the bonding. So Lord Rama was very struck to hear that, Kaikai has this doubt. So Lord Rama tells her that, Mother, it pains my heart even to hear or to know that you have doubt on your son Rama, that he will step back to fulfill my father or your words. And then Kaikai immediately tells. Of course, Kaikai in Ramayana exemplifies the impact of bad association. Because when the first time mantra comes and tells Kaikai, actually mantra comes to Kaikai and she's very upset and cries and cries. And Kaikai asks, what happened? And she says, all this preparation, why is this going on? Rama is going to become the king. He said, this is what we are living for. Who says this? This is what we are living for. And she immediately removes the bracelet, a necklace with diamonds and throws on Kaikai. Kaikai takes it and throws it off. And there are many Kaikas today in the society, to break the family. Those women who fight and create a situation a family should break, actually they are disciples of Kaikai. Because a woman is ocean of mercy. Her love can win the world. But when she gets contaminated by bad association, she can create a havoc in the society. So very great teaching here. So then Kaikai keeps on contaminating the mind of mantra. I'm sorry, not Kaikai, I'm mantra, I think so. Mantra, disciple of mantra. Mantra keeps on contaminating the mind. And finally she says that I don't have any problem. I am going to become a dasi. I don't have to become a dasi. I am already a dasi. But if Ram becomes the king, you will have to become the dasi of Sumitra. Bas. Repeatedly giving attention to mantra contaminated the mind of Kaikai. It's a very great teaching. Those who speak negative, those who try to highlight anything wrong anywhere in our spiritual life, we should understand this is our disciple of mantra. Keep away. Nowadays people are very intelligent. They will try to do it indirectly. आपको क्या लगता है? वैसा होना चाहिए कि नहीं होना चाहिए? नहीं, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है. Many people, they'll talk like this, You should understand they will destroy your spiritual life. Such people will destroy spiritual life or even not allow you to be a gentleman. So, Lord Ramachandra, when he was told by Kaikai, so Lord Rama was struck. She told him that I have two boons for Bharat should become the king. And for second boon, I said that you should go for 14 years in exile in the forest. So Lord Ramachandra, in the Ramayana it is explained that Lord Rama had a smile. And with shining eyes, he looked at the eyes of Kaikai and told her, only this much or is there anything else? And if this is what you desired, my dear mother, my heart pains that why are you telling me now in this situation where everyone is waiting for me to become the king? Had you told me, smiling, had you told me the same thing few months, few days ago, or few years ago, I would have left Ayodhya and gone to the forest without informing anyone. And today you and me and my father would not have to. So Lord Ramachandra is teaching us that in this material world, we should not be attached to anything material. This material world is a place of total attachment, false identification. And Lord Rama actually teaches that when he was informed, it's a very great lesson. When he was informed that I want Bharat to become the king, he had a smile on his face. Now, how many of us can do that? Tomorrow, you're going to get something very big. You're going to get a house key, or your car key, or your possession, or your increment, anything. And suddenly you come to know some politics happen, you're not getting it. How many of us will smile? This is the will of the Lord. The will of the Lord. What? Lord Rama is teaching us this by his example. Don't be attached to anything material. Don't be attached to this false identification in this world. They are not going to give us any benefit. Lord Rama smiles, and actually, one of our Acharya mentioned that when Lord Rama smiled and replied like this, even Kaikeyi's heart was struck to see that, She was very harsh the whole night with Dasharath Maharaj. But when she saw Rama's reaction, she was struck for a moment in her heart. And then Dasharath Maharaj comes into consciousness and he requests Lord Rama that Ram, please don't fall into these words of this lady. I am struck because I am not qualified to be a king or a father. You were the most qualified, Rama. You become the king of Ayodhya. And Lord Rama actually immediately, Lord Rama understood that if he stays more, it will create a more of an emotional drama. And all of us, we actually want that drama so that we get what we want. That's our situation, isn't it? We want that drama, rona, dhona, नहीं मैंने ये किया था, मैंने उसको ऊपर लाया हूँ, मेरे वजह से ये बनाया, वो मेरे सामने क्या था? We get into all these worldly affairs and get struck. But Lord Rama just immediately left. And just like, a person gets up in the morning, washes his face, takes a bath, freshes up, wears his clothes, and then he doesn't have to inform his wife, I'm going for a job. The wife keeps the tiffin ready, he goes, right? Isn't it true? In a similar routine, Lord Rama goes to Sita and tells her, I am going for 14 years. My father gave a boon to my mother. She asked it today, and I'll be back in 14 years. And tells Mother Sita is looking at Lord Rama, and tears are flowing from her eyes. Tut, 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 tut. And she was, at one point, of course, Lord Rama is Lord Rama. But she was seeing that how my Lord is so detached. And then she tells, of course, it's a big conversation actually. But the essence of the conversation is that Mother Sita tells that, okay, fine. Your father has given the boon. You are fulfilling the words of your father now. My father also gave me instructions. When I got married to you, my father and my mother, they told me, Sita, from today, you are half of Rama, Ardhangini. All the pains of Rama is half yours. All his pleasures is half yours. So be with him in every situation. So Mother Sita says, you follow your father's order and I will follow my father's order. And I will be with you. Then Valmiki Ramayana explains Lord Ramachandra actually preaches Mother Sita. And he tells her the danger of being in the jungle, the austerity in the forest, the fears of traveling with him. And he preaches her very strongly. And he tells her that you have never even kept your feet on a very harsh layer on the earth. You always put your feet on soft grasses or the carpets of the palace. How will you even stay with me, walk with me? He preaches to her that it's not safe for you. Ayodhya is safe for you. You be in Ayodhya like a queen. So Mother Sita has tears in her eyes and she tells that for me, wherever you live, that is Ayodhya. For me, this palace and this carpet and this soldiers and kingdom is not Ayodhya. Wherever you live is actually Ayodhya for me. And if you don't allow me to come with you, at least you should allow me to leave my body then. And Bhakti Vikas Maharaj writes in his books that Lord Ramchandra was testing and he was very happy to see Sita's mood. And he gets Sita ready to take her. Of course, she tells her to go and take permission from his mother, Sumitra. Kaushalya. So then, when this scene is set, by that time Lakshman comes to know. Of course, there's a big conversation when Lakshman comes to know how he approaches Lord Rama and gets Lakshman is Lord Balaram. And whenever they see Lord Rama, Lord Krishna in difficulty, they cannot control their anger. He cannot control his anger. So Lakshman said that nothing doing, you will become the king. You be here, nothing doing. You are not going anywhere. Mother Sita is not going anywhere. Bharat cannot become the king. Dasharath cannot decide this now. He has already announced you are going to become the king. Already Guru Varas have accepted it. Already the ministers have accepted it. Nothing doing. You will become the king. Bharat will come, no? And removes his sword. He said, I'll chop off Bharat, Shatrughan, and Dasharath comes, him also. Whole Ayodhya army I will alone fight out. But you will become the king. Then Lord Rama chastises. Lakshman. I told him, no. So then he goes and tells, go and ask your mother, Sumitra. So he goes, that's a big conversation also. But in essence, he explains, he cries. It is said that just like a 5-year-old child goes to his mother and cries for something, like that, Lord Lakshman, he goes and cries to Sumitra. Cries and tells her, explains her the whole situation and tells her, please, Rama will not accept you if you don't permit me, allow me to go. And Sumitra speaks out. She says that, it's a very beautiful statement. Radha Govind Maharaj, in one of his lectures, very nicely says, he said when Sumitra heard this, she said that today my body and my womb has become auspicious because you are born of me. I consider my life, my birth is auspicious because you are born of me. Please go. Don't even turn back and think about Ayodhya. Go and serve Rama. Your life is meant to serve Rama and please Rama. And make sure there is no complaint. You should not remember me, Urmila or Ayodhya. Urmila is the wife of Lakshman. You should not remember us and create any obstacle in the service. You should selflessly serve Rama. And Radha Govind Maharaj makes a very beautiful statement. He said just like Sumitra had a desire or what she spoke, every mother, especially in a human form, should think like this only, that my child should become a devotee of Lord Rama and nothing else. My child should become a devotee of Rama, but nothing else. And as we all know, when Bharat comes to know, Kaikai actually comes and Bharat has come, mantra comes, Kaikai comes, they welcome him. And after Lord Rama leaves, in the 4th day, Dasharath actually leaves his body. And then Vasishtha Muni, he actually immediately calls for Bharat to come. And Bharat comes. There's a big explanation about that also, how Bharat enters Ayodhya. What dreams he has when he's in maternal house. And when he enters Ayodhya, he sees that practically Ayodhya is dead. Very inauspicious. So when he reaches the palace also same situation. Then mantra comes running. He said, Ayodhya Pati aa gaye. She comes and invites Bharat. Bharat is struck, Ayodhya Pati aa gaye. What is this? And then he doesn't see Dasharath. He doesn't see Lord Rama. He doesn't see Lakshman in their chambers. So he goes to his mother And then he sees her mother be like a widow. And then she explains that your father died. And then how did my father died? He said, no, he was very sick. And where was Lord Rama? Why Rama was not there? Why I was not called upon? He said, no, Rama went to the forest. He was also not here. So Bharat is struck. Kaikeyi is not explaining exactly what happened. She was just taking round and round, You will see that those people who are selfish, they will never speak to the point. They will always go round and it doesn't take much time to understand they are selfish, So Bharat already understood there's something wrong. And then he asked Kaikeyi, and then Kaikeyi said, look, this happened, now you have to become the king. And I had, there was a big plot against you. And they made Rama the king. And in your absence, this was happening. So, when Bharat heard this, he said, after that he never called Kaikeyi, Mother Kaikeyi, or Queen Kaikeyi, or Mata. He said, you crooked woman, you shameless lady, how can you think, even in my dream, that I can desire to become the king of Ayodhya? Are you foolish woman? Rama is such a person. Whole Ayodhya loves him. Loves him with their heart, not the citizens and the soldiers and the palace members. The birds, beasts, cows, elephants, horses, they all love and they all are waiting for Rama to become the king. And you have done such a thing. Rama doesn't have to become the king. He is the king of everyone's heart already.